First off, Paul, can we start on an injury update? I believe Troy Archibald-Henville played 45 minutes of a reserve game, so how close is he back, and the other players like Ruben Reid as well?
Troy has been out for 13 weeks from competitive play, so he has been back in training now for a fortnight. He has played half a game on Tuesday in the reserves. We just have to make a decision how quickly we put him back into full and flat out game mode. So close. So whether he'll be ready for this week on the bench or starting, I've yet to decide, but imminent, I think.
Troy Brown also, how close is he to a return?
Well, Troy, Ryan Harley, Jordan Tilson, Tom McCready, when you've been out for 6 to 8 weeks, the longer you're out, the longer you need to train when you come back. So one thing's getting over your injury, the other thing is once you're back and then in half training means you're doing some of the work, not maybe the competitive work, you're doing the ball work but not doing all the full-blown competitive training. The longer you're out, the more you need to go through a longer process, like pre-season I suppose. So the easiest way to put it is none of those 4 players are back in half training yet.
Okay.
They'll probably need, all of them will need 10 days to a fortnight of half training, and then they'll probably all need another fortnight of full training before the body's equipped. It's not just the injury you've had, it's the likelihood of a further injury because the rest of your body's not quite in condition. So neither of those players are yet in half training, so that gives me some context that even if they started training on Monday, they're probably about minimum 3 but probably more like 4 weeks away from being available for selection. So yeah, we're a good month away from all those players featuring.
Okay. You said after the Cambridge game that you were disappointed with the players' performance. How much are you, obviously you're looking for reaction in the Morecambe game, but how much have you seen a reaction this week as well in training?
Well, the combination of information to the players and feedback, and then there's training and sparking them up for the next game. And I think things, or the point was made after the game. I don't think I need to go on with that. I think the next challenge will be probably the next home game, next league game. It's a different kettle of fish. So this Saturday at Morecambe, I don't see there being an issue. We've been good on the road, and they're a good bunch. I've not had as good a group of players for a long time, if at all. It's a really good group, and I've got no doubt they'll respond in the right way. It wasn't like a trying. It wasn't as if they didn't want to do well. They just didn't follow some sort of common purpose on the pitch, and that's what I was disappointed about. Not the fact they weren't trying hard enough, or they weren't passionate enough or determined enough, or it wasn't that. It was more to do, they just didn't play together, which disappointed me. But that's each game stands alone as a separate challenge. So I've got no doubt they will respond, but there was no major issue other than I didn't think they played with any common purpose.
Morecambe up on this Saturday. Obviously, it's a side you'll know well, a manager that you'll know well. What kind of challenges are you expecting from them?
They're having a sympathise with their sort of home performance, or something similar, and we understand that part of it. But we play against Morecambe now so many times under Jim. They have 1 or 2 elements which we always have to be careful of. I mean, that's for me to know, not to divulge. We'll do our preparation like we do every week, but we are going against a team that we know well, or we know the style, we know the atmosphere, we know the environment, we know what the tone the manager's set. So without spelling that out, yes, there's something we can get our teeth into, and the biggest issue will be our own performance and how we play.